Okay, I know I threatened to stay off YouTube, but this story is it exemplifies the reason that someone like me needs to be allowed to be on here to point out things that go against the narrative, what you're being told by the government. And this is the problem with the government censoring information, because it makes people feel like you can't share real information. And so share this. Really, I'll show you the data. I'll make it quick, but it's real serious. The number you've heard, 99.5%. That's what you've heard, right? 99.9.5%. I'll show you the headline. 99.5% of U.S. COVID deaths are unvaccinated people. And they say, sometimes, alternatively, Jen Psaki might say 99.5% of hospitalized COVID patients are unvaccinated, right? And we live in two countries now, a country of vaccinated people and unvaccinated people, and only the unvaccinated people are at risk. That's the truth. The truth here in the United States of America. Okay, that's what they tell you. And I even have a clip of Kamala Harris saying it. So I just want to know, because I've seen some other numbers, and some other numbers came out today from Israel that are totally different. And I don't want to say that the government is lying to you, because I can't say that, not on YouTube. But I'm into science, I'm into numbers, and I wonder how this 99.5% of U.S. COVID deaths are unvaccinated people. That can be true while, for example, in the UK, and we'll go back to Israel, there's this headline from The Guardian: why most people who now die with COVID in England have had a vaccination. Most people who die of COVID in England, of the Delta variant in particular, are, what does it say? They've had a vaccination. That's what it says. I have the numbers. And I didn't even believe them until today, because they were confirmed in Israel, where pretty much everybody's gotten the Pfizer vaccine. And they're finding out, it turns out, they say in Israel that the Pfizer vaccine doesn't work that well against, I want to choose my words here. The Prime Minister says the vaccine is significantly less effective against the Delta variant. This isn't to alarm people who've been vaccinated. The numbers from, I'll show you the numbers, then they can't say it's misinformation, okay? But let me show you from this article. This is from the Jerusalem Post today, and the headline is, more than 1,000 Israelis test positive for COVID, okay? In this story is one paragraph that had me in disbelief, and this is it right here. At the moment, around 60% of the patients in serious conditions have been vaccinated. And remember what it is here? Almost none of our hospitalized patients in the United States with the same virus, the same variant, dominant. How is it that around 60% of patients in serious condition have been vaccinated? And hey, maybe there's an explanation, maybe because everybody's vaccinated in Israel and somehow that all balances out. I don't know. But that's what it says. 60% of patients in serious condition have been vaccinated. Moreover, according to Hebrew University researchers who advised the government, around 90% of newly infected people over the age of 50 are fully vaccinated. Okay? Now that is shocking. It shocked me. I didn't believe it. Even though I've already seen numbers which indicated something like this, I didn't believe the numbers. I thought, that's crazy. How could it be that more, even if the virus mutated to be vaccine resistant, I would still think, it would probably affect unvaccinated people. But look, I'm just reading from the news, okay? YouTube. It says in Israel, 90% of newly infected people over age 50 are fully vaccinated. What if Americans knew that? Because right now, the story is that the vaccine works. That's what they say. Listen to this. This is from Kamala Harris, delivering remarks at a vaccine mobilization event. Okay? Here's what she said to the audience there. Let's see.
And the vaccine will protect you from it. And here's how I know. Virtually every person who is in the hospital, sick with COVID-19 right now, is unvaccinated. I'm going to repeat that. Virtually, it's a fact. Pay attention. Virtually every person who is in the hospital right now, sick with COVID-19, is unvaccinated.
Okay, all right, you heard it. There's numbers here from Public Health England. These are the numbers I didn't believe. So this is a real study. SARS-CoV-2 variants of concern and variants under investigation in England. It breaks down COVID infections in over 50s and their vaccination status. And I can show you in this chart right here, the top box that says Delta cases, and then the third line, which is over 50s. Out of 9,571 total cases in over 50s of the Delta variant, 976 were among unvaccinated. And the rest were, vaccinated, either 1 or 2 doses. You can see the numbers here. So out of, which it would be about 10% of the over 50s who were diagnosed with SARS-CoV-2 were unvaccinated. The rest were vaccinated. And like I said, the deaths also are higher. In these real official numbers from Public Health England, out of 109 deaths, 38 of those deaths were unvaccinated. The rest were vaccinated in some way. So I just want to know, I don't want to call the government liars or anything, but I want to know, it's confusing. I would think anyone would scratch their head and say, how can both of these things be true? If it looks like the numbers from England and now the numbers from Israel show that actually the majority of hospitalized patients are vaccinated and the large majority of cases over 50s are vaccinated, fully vaccinated. It's a totally different narrative if that's truly the case. So share that information. It is it was stunning to me. I'm stunned, actually. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe the numbers out of England till now. I thought it must have been a mistake. But what if they were telling people that in the United States? Wow, what a story. This, I can tell you humbly, is the biggest story right now because of what they're telling us. And, the fact that we're trying to figure out how it could possibly be true. So, that followed the rules. What can I say? I'm following the rules here on YouTube. Follow me on Rockfin. Could get deleted at any time. rokfin.com/lifttheveil. And become a subscriber there, a premium subscriber, and I do premium content there too. And then check out our t-shirts too while you're at it. truthclothing.io. Really epic t-shirts. Truthclothing.io. All right? And be safe out there. That is what it is.